So, morning is quite often a magical time for me, and it is the moment when you wake up, when you're still kind of in the beyond, and you can still kind of feel what else is out there. And sometimes I have these thoughts that come from I don't know where. And I used to just write them down, but maybe it is time to just put them on video. Maybe that will help somebody else too. So this morning I woke up, and as many times before, I thought about something that I created in my mind, a vision that I had, something that I thought was incredibly beautiful, could be an incredibly beautiful vision for how my life could turn out. And that vision was realized, just not in my life. It was realized in somebody else's life, and he created exactly what I thought I would be beautiful, would be a win-win situation for everybody. I'm just not a part of it, but I kind of feel a part of it because I created it. It was a part in my mind. In my mind, I had these ideas how to get the obstacles out of the way, what should happen, what would need to happen, what kind of mindsets would need to be changed, and how this could be created without anybody losing anything, but everybody just gaining. And it was very different than people usually see this, but it was kind of something that I had already described in the book that I wrote in 2004. It's called The Aeon. It's not quite like that, but that vision that I had now was a little bit more concrete. And then I suddenly thought, this is what God must feel like, in a way, because God is so vast that even if he does not incarnate but move into somebody and feels with that person, he will still know that he's still God, or she, whatever you think. And there will still be the vastness there, so the experience will not be quite the same as for that little piece of him, which is the person who experiences it. Because he will always know how much more there is. While for that little person, that will be their world. So it will be a different experience for them than it will be for him. It's a little bit like being in a kindergarten and you see all the children playing, and you may be able to put yourself into the shoes of one of the children that may have a problem, or they may have experienced something really beautiful, or may see a butterfly for the first time. And you will have also the same experience as the child, but the intensity will be different because it is not the first time for you, but it will be all encompassing for that child. And then I thought maybe that is why God was born in someone like Jesus, for example, to really be able to experience what it is like for a little creature like us to live in this world, to experience what we experience, and to then be able to create something that makes it possible for this little creature to move on and to move up to a higher level, to level up. And I'm not entirely sure yet, and maybe I will. I'm not God, so how should I know? But maybe that may not all be all of the whole mystery of incarnation. And we all are a part of God, a part of the spark of God. We all have the spark of God in us, like drops in an ocean every drop is a part of God, but no drop is God, obviously, because the ocean is much more vast. But maybe that is a part of it, why it makes sense, because I never understood really why does God have to incarnate in a person? Why would he want to? And then I realized maybe that is why he wanted to, because he really wanted to be part of that. He really wanted to be a part and really feel what it is like, not just create it from the outside and then see somebody else live it, but he wanted to be a part of that and really see and feel how it feels like, feel the experiences for himself, how they encompass everything in his being at that point. And of course, I'm guessing that Jesus was, well, he very much was enlightened, if anybody was. So he would have been able to withdraw from that experience and take himself out of that experience, but he was also fully able to realize that experience and maybe even realize how it feels to be cut off from God at times. You know, when he was at the cross, maybe that was intentional when he said, "Why did you leave me?" I don't know how it is translated into English, but isn't that interesting? I thought that was really interesting. So that was the interesting thought that I had this morning. So maybe that is why God incarnated and why it was necessary for him to incarnate. Because he could just forgive sins himself, right? Maybe that is really one of the reasons, at least, why that happened. And I thought that was really cool, isn't it? That was the thought for today. This is Petra Lomaya from Babel.